Can't see. It's difficulty. Can't see anything. But we're going to snow it. Well, it did snow. Not quite down at valley level, but we've come hunting for snow just up at the Thorley Will at the Thorlton, just on his way back from sledging. And oh wow, what have I got in there? It's got a crack in it. It's funny, I remember these years since. There's various bits of equipment in these, and yeah, lots changed over the time that I've been here with these. You know, walls have come down. The house on at the end, that house there, had a roof when I first came here. Definitely hasn't now. So we're on his way down because we're all pretty cold. So I'll see you tomorrow. Morning, snow's gone, back down to the farm, back to it, and it just had me thinking about snow and forecasting of snow and how incredibly hard the forecasting of snow is. So yesterday we had an amber weather warning for severe snow. It snowed up on the tops, as you've seen. We went sledging, so yeah, we definitely got snow up on the tops. Did we get any down at valley level? No, not really. A couple of places did. I think some places on the west coast got a little bit, but not really anywhere else. Straight away, everyone up on Facebook slating the Met Office, the Isle of Man Met Office, for getting the forecast wrong. Now, it makes you think, how would everyone have dealt with if they hadn't have forecast a warning and it snowed? You know, what would they have done then? But more to the point is how difficult it is to forecast snow, and how difficult it is to forecast something on an island this small. You know, we're a tiny little island. We're affected massively by the sea. In the UK, it's a very different type of forecasting, whereas here it's absolutely the hardest thing ever. And what was really funny is when we were out sledging yesterday, from where we parked the car, where it was raining, to halfway up the hill, which was probably only about 50-60 metres vertically, it went from rain to full snow. So that 50-60 metres is the difference. Had the freezing point been 50 metres lower, 60 metres lower, the island would have been blanketed with snow. It basically rained from 11 p.m. until sometime this morning. It was still raining when I went to bed last night, just before 12. So 11 p.m. on Saturday, yeah, all the way through to this morning. Had the freezing point been lower, imagine how much snow we would have ended up with. So yeah, it just had me kind of like a bit like, people annoy me when they just kind of get on at the forecasters. If you don't believe them, look into it yourself. You know, learn about the weather yourself. That's kind of the be all and end all of it. You know, get an understanding. You don't have to be a meteorologist to understand what's happening with the weather. The Met Office on YouTube have some fantastic videos explaining how they actually work out forecasts and dew points and freezing points and all that lot when the dew point gets warmer than the freezing point, or freezing point gets warmer than the dew point, you end up with precipitation, which is the posh name for rain, snow, hail, anything like that. Mizzle. Yeah, so that was just my kind of like rant this morning. It kind of really got on me last night, did that, when everyone's like, oh, well, the next minute they'll be doing this and that, and you know, no, I think they did well. You know, they were very, if you understood weather, they were very much forecasted that there was not going to be a snow day today. They definitely covered that yesterday, and they released last night that the schools would be open because everyone would be asking, you know. And it's just, you know, people like to complain, and I'm complaining about people complaining, so maybe I like to complain. Once all these lot are warm, back onto the milling. I've got the next trailer load to do. I've got 3 tons to go out to someone else, so it's all going to be a bit kind of go. We're meant to be doing a bit of concreting. Blue sky out there, which you probably can't see, that just looks white, doesn't it? Oh, and a clarification, so in the last video there was a dark section with a bit of music. I was flying the drone watching the sunrise out there, but when I did it on the phone it looked right. It just obviously didn't look right on the video. I did get that feedback from my mum and dad, thank you. But I'm not going back to change it because that involves a lot of editing. So yeah, that one could just stay and get marked down for experience. Maybe I'll put an explanation. Yeah, I was flying the drone watching the sunrise, but it was really windy and there was like cars going past and stuff, so it definitely looked better when I was doing the editing, because when you do the editing it's not just the screen, it's a screen in a screen, so there's like a tiny little screen. It definitely looked better. Right, I'm going to see you later. Well, this week's been a bit of a funny one. I've got to Friday and there's not been much. So you've seen the snow that we had the other day. This is still the ice and snow left over from it. Just had to change a light on the pickup. So obviously I got the pickup running to heat it up so it defrosts, and came out and one of the brake lights was out. So it's always handy when you have spare brake lights, although I don't now. I'm out. Yeah, this week it's been a chilly one. I think it's soon to change, go back to being fairly warm, kind of up to like 8 degrees or something. I went for a run last night. I'll put up some of the pictures of what I took whilst I was on it. Absolutely amazing. Phenomenal weather. Bit chilly, bit slippy. Not too bad though. The Solomon speed crossers that I wear for like everything. This is one pair, but they're very bald. And I've got a pair that I wear for hockey, gripped amazingly. There was only like literally a few bits up on the top, up there on the road, which were a little bit icy. But really funnily, still got that sensor issue. It's obviously decided that it's warm enough now. But when you put your foot down, I was expecting to slip forward, but it didn't. It gripped. It was only when you came off at the end that it slipped. It was really weird. It's like running and not getting anywhere. Back down, setting up this shutter in for the concrete today. Just trying to get that all finished, and then obviously as soon as Rory is available, we're going to get that concreted. I've got a new surround to make for the a patio at the front, because it's got sleepers which really annoy me because they're not finished. So we're going to take them off, use them for something else, and put some new sleepers around it. And I've got my tyre back on the tractor, so I'll get that back on today hopefully. And I have actually ended up with another one, so I'm going to replace both back tyres, so it will have 2 new tyres on the back, and then we can kind of get stuff moving and sorted and start splitting firewood and get all that, because I've got that massive stack of firewood which I need to get split. But I'm going to disappear because my hand is getting freezing holding the camera here, and it's nearly time for me to get down to work, and I need to put that back in there. Quickly, I will be hopefully soon doing the wiring to put the 13 pin plug down onto there, which involves one of these connectors. Can't remember which one it is, so that's kind of nice to see that they're easy to get to. And then there's one at the front as well, so I'll be getting that sorted, because I did get that kit about 8 months since, and I've not got around to getting it fitted yet, so need to get that on, which will make my electrics a lot better on the back of this, and then correspondingly on the trailers, because obviously we always have kind of funny things with trailer lights not working. I've got a new connector for the little trailer, and then I'll just get a 7 to 13 pin adapter. Right, I'll see you in a bit. I just tried to start the video and just ended up getting blinded because it was still in photo mode. That's it for this week. Thank you so much for likes, subscribes and follows and watching that. Lots of drone footage, a little bit of music this week. It's been a bit of a funny one with the weather, but as you can see out there, most of the snow's now gone. I have changed the sensor on the pickup, so the pickup does now tick over, which is absolutely fantastic. I will, as I... here we go. This is the cable loom for that connector. I will be getting that on. Whether I'll get that done next week, I do not know, because I've just had a load of milling get booked in, so I need to do that. I've got feed to deliver up to Tamsin to make sure she's got plenty. I've got an appointment halfway through the week, so I'm losing Wednesday mostly. More drain stuff out at the place in Mackle and sorting that out and getting ideas going. And then what else? Gardens on Friday. I've got a security light to fit at a place. They've had one broken down and it was going to cost an absolute fortune to try and get a new bulb for it because of what it was. I managed to pick that up on Amazon for about 20 quid, and it actually comes with a remote, so that could be quite interesting. So that's going to go in on Friday. What else? There was something I needed to do on Thursday. Can't remember. We've just been out sledging. Absolute fantastic. Amazing to get out. We don't often get decent snow on the Isle of Man. So to get snow, which we've had like this, has been great. They opened the mountain road yesterday from a fantastic effort from the DOI to allow people to get through. The Thalty and the Bennypot Road are still shut at the moment, but we're able to just kind of like pull onto them a bit and get parked. Wide enough gap so we could go sledging on the foothills of Bennypot. So that's where we were just on the edge of that. I've just had the drone fly around Victory Cafe because that was pretty spectacular. So I know the people up at Victory Cafe, so I've just sent them that video that I've put together. And tomorrow we're out at Airsoft, so mad battery charging. I'm actually going to be fixing one of the buildings up at Airsoft. If I can. It unfortunately took a bit of damage in one of the storms. We were meant to go up there last weekend, but because of the weather we couldn't. So I've said instead of playing, I'll try and fix the building. So drill batteries are on charge. Batteries for the toy gun, well, they are toy guns. Toy guns of Tristan's are on charge. My radio is on charge. Everything's on charge. A little chainmail cleaning pad for the Dutch ovens is hanging up there as well. So yeah, all a bit of all sorts. We're gonna drop that. And next week I am planning on starting doing a little bit of the recording, which is going to be going on to that new series I was on about. So I might do a little background, just a little snippet of that if I can get a second camera working, because obviously I have lost my other camera. Just had a look at getting a replacement of that, and unfortunately they're about 300 quid now. So that's not going to be working very well. So I might try and do a little bit of that on the GoPro, because I've still got that somewhere. I've got to try and remember where it is. But yeah, we're all getting there, getting sorted, getting through the new year now, and we'll see you later. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.